previously worked, when I was 18, I worked at a factory, and I did manage the parts department, but I didn't handle scheduling or docking or anything like that. You know, my previous jobs, it's you come into a position and that's just kind of where you stay. You know, if you're there for 5 or 6 years, you might get promoted to a manager, whereas Circle, you can kind of build your own thing. Day one, you know, your head's spinning. Probably for the first few months, you know, you're just taking in as much information as you can. You know, I got thrown into the wolves per se right away. I was probably here for about 45 days, and we landed a huge project with Ford. And then from there, it kind of grew and grew and grew. Another big step was, you know, starting to hire other managers and backfill those positions. You know, they kind of let me do my own thing and grow my own team, and that helped. You know, before you knew it, they were opening other branches, and you know, Circle got really big. So in logistics, there's always going to be problems. I think one of the biggest things is just learning from that major lesson. You know, plant shutdowns happen, trucks break down, you end up having to, you know, fly parts. That's the reality of it, of what we do. But you know, I think it's important to learn from you having to do that, so that you don't have to do that as often as, you know, most brokerages probably would. I think the biggest thing that projected or propelled my growth was focusing on keeping the customer happy, and then just surrounding myself with like-minded people that wanted to work hard and be successful. The reality is, you know, I wake up at 6 in the morning, and the first thing I do is check my phone and see what bids are up for the customer, right? And then I do that until I go to sleep at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. My kids are like, "Dad, you're always working." I'm like, yeah, but that's what it takes to be successful. You have to be a go-getter. You want to work. You know, normal people come in and they work 40 hours a week. You know, 40 hours a week in what we do isn't going to cut it. You know, the most people that are successful at Circle Logistics are probably doing 50, 60 plus hours. I like to think that I'm humble. I never feel like I'm successful enough. I think that's part of where my drive comes from. I just know that I work hard. I don't think I'm any better or any smarter than anybody else out there. So my biggest selling point for anyone that wants to come into logistics is, if you want something where you can truly grow a business, you know, Circle Logistics is the place. There's never been something that I wanted within Circle that I couldn't obtain, right? So, you know, I started out by myself. I took over a small team, and then that small team turned into a large team. So for me, it's that if you want to grow something and create a career, this is the place to be.